Hello and welcome to today's video. Today doing another little Daiso finds video, and today we're looking at these two fountain pens that I found hanging on the wall there at my local Daiso store. These are basically disposable fountain pens, and they tie in very nicely with the product line that a brand like Daiso tends to promote. There's very little in the way of who makes these pens. It's very simple, very basic, and I really like what Daiso do, and so I wanted to see what these are like. Daiso have had a range of fountain pens over the years, including one really fun one which I think was made by Hauser, which had this weird little tubular nib on it. But let's check out these ones and see what they're all about. Okay, so you can see here it says fountain pen without cartridge, and then there's very little else to say on it. I got the blue one here, I also got the black. They are pre-loaded with ink. This one's labeled as navy blue, and transparent body to check the residual ink, and then anytime available fountain pen without cartridges. So like, you know, basically disposable pre-loaded. As I said, I got the blue and the black here. On the back, the labels are weird. Like there's very little in the way of similarity between the packaging of the two pens, but it gives a little bit of information about, you know, what's in the ink and the materials of the pen, and, you know, what not to do, choking hazards and all those kinds of things. So let's have a look at these. I'll open them up and we'll see how we go. So we'll start with the black one here. You can see it just is labeled fountain pen there on the side, and there's very little else in the way of branding. And to me, this design resembles something similar to the Zebra disposable fountain pens and also the Pilot Varsity fountain pens. So I have a Pilot V pen or Varsity pen here, just to sort of show them in comparison. And you can see the nibs are sort of similar. I don't have one of the Zebras, but I think it is a much closer match. But you can see the sections kind of line up, and the nibs are a similar kind of design and all that kind of stuff. It's a simple pen. It's got a cap liner, preloaded ink, and all plastic body. Let's check out this blue one. This one opens from the top as opposed to the other one opening from the bottom. And then you can see similar design, similar kind of layout, all that kind of stuff. The font is different on the pen, which is interesting. Maybe they're changing stock, all those kinds of things. But yeah, generally speaking, it's a fairly simple, clean pen with a plastic clip that is sort of attached into the top there. Plastic cap, as I said, with the cap liner, and it's got a nice click on it. Stainless steel nib plastic section there that is quite tubular and similar sort of in design to something like the V pen or the Preppy, or, as I said, that Zebra disposable fountain pen. The barrel is all plastic, and it's got this sort of plastic chrome end on it. It's a comfortable section, and you know, the pen does post. It's very lightweight, comfortable in the hand. These are great pens for throwing in your handbag or your backpack or something like that. And two color options makes it a nice option if you want to penable someone, or, you know, you don't want to have an expensive pen on you that you can easily like loan out or whatever. So we have the Daiso fountain pen. I'm just going to put without cartridge. Okay, so you saw there, it just started writing straight away, and it's actually pretty smooth. There's feedback on it, but it's not scratchy at all. Oh, it's a little scratchy on the right to left there, but not disastrously so. Not super wet. Yeah, you know, like it's doing all the things. It almost feels like the nib is ever so, yeah, it is. It's ever so slightly stubby. You see there, like the cross strokes are narrower than the downstrokes. it's actually quite a pleasant pen to write with. And we'll go, this is the 0.5 navy blue. Now I wouldn't call this navy, I'd probably call this closer to a royal blue. It's definitely not a light blue, but it's definitely not a navy. But once again, this is very smooth. It's less stubby than the black. It's actually smoother than the black. Much smoother. Like at $3.20 or whatever the price now is at Daiso, you've got a black, you've got a blue, they write well, they write, they write straight out of the packet, more than you could say for some expensive pens, and come preloaded with ink, so you don't even have to worry about that. Yes, there is the fact that I use fountain pen. One of the reasons I use fountain pens is to have complete control over the ink I use, and the nib size and all that kind of stuff, but also because it's more sustainable over periods of time. Like, once again, if you have a pen like this, yes, you spend a little bit more at the outset, but with a converter, you're able to use bottled ink. You don't have to use cartridges. You don't have to throw anything necessarily away. Like, I can use this with everything that's here for years and years and years without a single worry in the world. Once these are done, are they done? Am I able to remove that nib and feed section, like I can on the V pen, and fill this up with, another ink if I wanted to? Like, would I want to? I don't know. Regardless, it's a fun little pen for $3.20, and as I said, a great way to get people into the hobby. If someone's umming and ahhing because, they're messy or they're not convenient, like putting one of these in their hand and just giving them the experience of writing with a fountain pen, not a terrible idea. So Daiso, $3.20 here in Australia. The prices are different everywhere in the world, different stock and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that kind of stuff. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, or if there's a way you'd like to support the channel, I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, be they, $3.20 at your local Daiso store or whatever they may be, and I'll talk to you soon.